What's up, everybody? This is your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again. And today I am doing something very special. Hold on, I got a various guests coming on.
Hey.
Hey.
So you're doing the Doug Tennapel interview today?
Actually, I just had a conversation with him yesterday, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it.
So what did he say?
Well, basically, I gotta wait for the other guests to show up before I actually even talk about that, because I wanted to actually sit down and talk to you guys about it. But yeah, it turns out that I was actually totally shocked that Doug actually happens to be friends with Vic Mignona.
Oh.
And also, he's also been to Japan 5 times.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and also I told him about my plans to actually help you with making Explosion Comics real.
Oh. Well, have you ever asked him to sign a copy of Earthworm Jim? If you have one?
No. I mean, as much as I wanted to, but apparently I didn't really actually have the time. I just actually sat down and just talked about why I actually disagreed with him about about his take on manga, but he didn't really mean it in any way. That's just him just sharing his opinion. I totally disagreed with him, but I still respected him because you see, I didn't really take it at face value because people really need to actually just take a step back and just see the bigger picture.
Well, I'm immensely surprised that that it had a happy ending this time instead of going out of control.
No. Besides, we all need to actually take a certain opinion and to actually take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, I actually had to take something with a grain of salt, and
actually, my baby. I'm sorry I pissed you off earlier.
It's all good.
Wow, whatever you. Love you. Sure.
Cool conversation with
I'm muted. I can't hear anyone.
Test 1 2. Test.
Oh, I was muted. I'm stupid.
Oh.
Can we see your VTuber model just so we could forgive you? No? Okay.
I think he can still hear us. He's apparently muted, so. Anyway, we just gotta wait for the others to show up if they actually ever do tend to show up. I mean, I did leave a freaking link in the OUN and the council sessions.
And we're still waiting.
Yep.
We're waiting. Someone had to reference that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, I know.
My mic working? Testing.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
I had the weirdest flashback a minute ago when you misgendered me, but it's okay. I was just thinking about when I first started getting on hormones, I would go outside still without a shirt on to take out the trash, and people would be staring at my chest, and it didn't click with me for a bit. But yeah, I have titties now, so it's just I guess people stare. I just forget that I have them.
Okay, so 2 things. First, cock-a-doodle pussy.
There it is.
Second, hold on, Doggo, are you a trans man or a trans woman?
I'm a trans woman, yeah.
Oh,
I just have a passing voice.
Alright. No, I just wanted to make sure I got your pronouns right.
Yeah, it would be she, her. I don't have any made up.
Alright. Well, just throwing it out there, as Dio it is male, but as my other name, it is female.
As long as you don't make them up, no offense.
Oh no. My character, my old
VTuber model.
Yeah.
It's so wide. Give me a second to fix that. But yeah, like it can be like a thing where I forget sometimes that I have titties, and then it's like surprise.
Surprise, prop, prop.
Yeah, in fact, basically, I wanted to talk to you guys about my little conversation I actually had with Doug Tennapel yesterday.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
no.
So, start from the beginning.
From the top. Basically, I don't know if anyone else might be showing up, but we'll actually fill him in as soon as anyone else comes in. From the basically, I don't know if anyone else. Whoa.
Can you repeat that? We couldn't hear you, or at least
Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
From the top. Here it goes. So yesterday, I actually decided to sit down with Doug Tennapel, the creator of Earthworm Jim, Cat Scratch, and a few other comics that I might not know about, but Cat Scratch and Earthworm Jim are the most two that I practically know.
Mm-hmm.
Earthworm.
So,
Wait. The game Earthworm Jim.
yes, it's also
Oh
a comic.
God, that is a great title for the Sega. Jesus.
If I ever do meet Doug Tennapel, I hope he could sign my Sega Genesis Mini, since it does have Earthworm Jim 1 on it.
Oh,
Yeah, big fan. Big fan.
You know, all I know about there's two things I know about Earthworm
Nick.
Jim. The one TV show where the best joke was when it was his birthday and he was getting a cake. It's like, oh, is this the one with the girl in it?
I mean, I've always liked the budget joke where they couldn't pay for animation for a fight scene.
Oh, and also the president joke too. I'm
Hold on,
just a
hold
generic. I'm
yeah,
just a.
I gotta let Joker on here, guys.
It's on
Hey.
Joker.
Hey, Joker.
But anywho, go on, Mr. A.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
I'm coming in. Sorry.
Okay, give me a second too.
Basically, Doug actually made this take about manga that people were starting to get a little fussy over. But I decided to professionally and calmly kind of disagree and share my opinions about it. And I also tagged Doug Tennapel to it. And apparently, turns out that he actually really liked my video. He decided to sit down and just talk about it. And of course, as you guys should know, I was actually wearing my Ahigao shirt. Hold on. I got another guest. Oh, we got DD. Hold on.
Sorry, I didn't think you were going to be doing a stream, so I went to make lunch.
Hey, Didi.
Yeah, in fact, I was actually pretty much trying to cover you guys with about the information about my conversation with Doug Tennapel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do...
not to turn this into a plug thing, but have you plugged Dio's video, Mr. A?
I already shared it freaking with on Twitter.
Yeah,
he did.
only one hiccup, and that's Dio accidentally calling Coco Peru transgendered.
Yeah, and to be fair,
good video.
To be fair though, I did put the gender, well, in the bio, I did say, oopsie, I made a mistake, Coco Peru is not transgender. I also added Sally Mae as well.
But if you look at Sally Mae's voice actor, Morgana, I can see where you got confused with Coco Peru, because if you look at them both side to side, Coco Peru looks a lot like Morgana when he's in drag.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also,
guys,
I go on, mistake. Sorry.
Conversation with Doug Tennapel. So apparently, it turns out that when I was actually talking with Doug, apparently I just found out something. It turns out that he's actually friends with Vic Mignona.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was like, holy shit, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, he actually understood, about like the whole Kick Vic situation.
Yeah, I had to explain to my friend, who I'm friends with on fanfiction.net, that she can't trust Anime News Network for her source because
Hey, Big Freak, what's up?
she actually thought Vic did it until I pointed out all the things Anime News Network did,
Hey.
like
Yo,
taking
what's up, dude?
It's
Like-
kind of.
uh,
Oh, sorry.
like taking people, specifically female fans' photos and claiming that they were victims of Vic, and then the people who own the photos like, take my fucking picture down, you lying whore.
You know what they should do? They should file a DMCA and take them down for copyright if they own the photos.
Oh, also, Sinner, I hope you saw my video about Bridget.
I've
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen it yet.
Been
I haven't seen it yet.
saying that non-stop lately. We get
Yeah,
the point.
Dio,
And,
Sally Mae, how could you, Dio? Best girl
Hold
in
on,
daughter.
guys. Give me a second.
Alright.
I'll
Hello?
Hello.
pull it
Yeah,
up.
I can hear you.
Something's
I just
happening.
gotta find it first before I can actually have. Before I have a chance to actually, give me a minute. I've got to find it first.
Oh, sweet. We are 76 days till Halloween.
Yeah, hold on. It says I am.
wait, really? I
Mhm.
thought it was 2 weeks, or
No.
at least.
Shadow, it's
Oh.
August.
Oh,
ID
Halloween's
number
in
8. Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
No, not 2 weeks, but in 4 weeks.
Shadow is August. Next
Yeah,
is
but it feels like
September.
September.
August, September, October.
God
Yeah,
damn
I
it,
know.
Shadow.
It just generally feels like September.
Where the fuck you living? It's
All right.
not
I just
fucking
actually shared it.
cold.
So
God damn it, Shadow.
Good.
This is why you're getting pregnant in this session.
but anyway,
Oh, hold on.
Noted.
Dio,
back
don't
to the
give the
topic
woke.
at hand about Doug. Okay.
Don't
Can't
give
hear you,
what?
Doug, because you're still muted.
Oh, wait, hold on. What?
Didi said, "Don't give the Wokies."
Oh
what?
shit, was I muted this whole time? My bad.
Yeah.
In other words, don't give the wokies something of men can get pregnant. The closest you can get to a man getting pregnant is a trans man who still hasn't gotten all the parts removed.
Exactly. But anywho,
Oh, that. Okay.
Mr. A, you wanted to talk about your interview. Which, by the way, massive props for getting a big name celebrity. Well, maybe not big name, but you get the idea. Like, you're talking to someone who is, not the common pharaoh.
Yeah, Doug Tennapel's not a commoner, since he does have a sizable IP in his portfolio.
He's not a filthy commoner like Shadow.
I'm a filthy commoner. What's wrong with being a commoner?
Okay. Let's just actually focus back on my little conversation with Doug Tennapel. So it turns out that Doug has actually been to Japan 5 times. He's also
Nice.
actually doing some manga over there in Japan as well. And okay. What's going on? I actually heard shouting.
Whose cat was
I'll back in a
that?
second.
I heard a bird squawk. What the fuck's going on?
I have no idea.
Well, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, I was actually talking with Doug.
What the fuck?
Okay, what the fuck?
What is that?
I think it's time to eat a bird.
Stop trying to eat the bird.
Oh,
Give me the bird.
it's my cat. I'm
We'd
sorry.
love to, but the Fox censors
Why
won't
does
let
your
us.
cat sound like a bird?
Yeah.
Is your cat like? Is your? What was it?
No, he can't be over there.
Back to what I was saying.
Oh, Dio, tell everyone,
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Dio,
Well,
tell
let's-
everyone what you call my dog when she's nearby.
Oh yeah, Satan.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Basically, thank you, Joker. But anyway, I decided to actually. Well, it turns out the reason why I actually made a video is because Doug actually made this take about manga saying like it's not diverse or anything. So I decided to actually respect his opinion, but I wholeheartedly had to disagree with it.
Wait,
So
what does he mean by not diverse? Race wise, queer wise, what?
he just actually was doing it. He didn't really mean it by any chance. He's just actually trolling on those who actually, take offense to certain things. So that's why he actually did what he did.
I'm guessing what he
Okay, I
meant
was
by
about to say Dio's fucking video named several anime characters that were actually trans or ambiguous.
Yeah, that's just the thing. He was just trolling on people. He didn't really mean it. And, we kind of had a little, conversation, professionally.
Mhm.
Because, I was actually very professional in my video.
Could I
And-
take a guess on what he means? Well, I'm taking a guess what he means is by lack of diversity. What he meant by this is lack of variety, like shonen. There's the shonen isekais, and there to him there's probably not much variety.
Well, that really kind of depends because it's honestly that Mr. A brought this up because
That's what I'm
always-
guessing what he meant by less diverse.
let me finish explaining that it really is just
All right, hold on. Okay.
is that if you have to find it, I'm going to keep speaking. But is that we brought this up is that there's, I don't like film Twitter that much often, or even anime Twitter that you always see the same arguments over and over again. But it's like, guys, if you stick to one genre, it's going to get boring, repetitive quickly. That's why I'm always like, you should always expand your horizons to new genres. But you might be saying you're trying a bit too hard. But that's the fun part. Don't knock it until you try. You never know what you're going to find out there and like. I mean,
True.
thank God I watch Violet Evergarden. I keep praising that show for a very good reason. And thanks to that, I'm getting into more slice of life and coming of age stories. And holy crap, there's some really good shows out there and even some good mangas. Even one shots that have made me cry like a baby. Holy crap, it was so good. And there's some more horror stuff I'm getting into, some more thrillers, some more psychological shit. Holy crap, there's a lot more out there than just the plain old Shonen Jump. And this is not to blame Shonen Jump, but even something like this. Holy crap!
Well,
Holy crap! It's getting an anime adaptation right now, but this is really fucking good. Good job on the author, and funny enough, in one of the volumes, he says that I'm not a big fan of coffee, but it's becoming my friend now. So I'm like, hey, good for you. You made something that a lot of people like now. It is now getting an adaptation. Even Chainsaw Man.
Oh, that's a fucking bomb.
When it was making the
Love
rounds,
Chainsaw
it was
Man.
getting popular even without an anime. Now with an anime, holy shit, you guys are in for a fucking show.
Hey, Joker, I just heard from you. You said you like Slice of Life now. Welcome to the club.
Yes, Slice of Life. I'm looking for more recommendations.
What was it? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, sorry.
Slice of
I mean,
Life
You
shows.
said something?
Yeah, I said I heard he likes Slice of Life, and I'm like, finally, I'm not alone anymore when it comes to Slice of Life. Thank God.
Hey, I also like Slice of Life. I mean, it's absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love action,
Oh my
adventure.
I mean, my favorite genre of anime is the parody genre, and like so many people hate the parody genre.
I'm
but
a
it
fucker
makes
for
fun of
myself.
so much.
You want to hear something
I'm
scary?
definitely a fan of isekai myself.
So the scary thing about myself, though, when it comes to Slice of Life, yeah, I am a junkie when it comes to Slice of Life. If you look at my anime list, you look at me in the straight face, like, why do I watch so much Slice of Life shows? More than any shonen shows?
Well, maybe there's an attachment some there. That's why I always keep saying that entertainment is about escapism, or maybe you can grow attached to certain different characters. That if you want to preach, you can do a good preach, but it has to be done correctly, not shoved down my face like.
Oh no, exactly. That's the reason why.
Exactly. But
That's
that's
a
what we
huge
get
reason
on.
why-
It's like you never know what's going to find.
So that's a reason why, a huge major reason why I like Slice of Life. Because Slice of Life is more close to me in my real life more than in any other anime. Like, for example, like the way how Kelly's do mundane things. I can easily relate to that. It's not like a lot of people may think, oh, it doesn't have no major character development and yada yada yada. Me, I noticed the character development a lot.
But there's so many good mangas, though, right?
Yeah, like for example, I could mention a good anime. For example, Nana Yuri and Yuri Camp, and also
Yuri Camp's really good. That's a really good one.
what's another one I remember?
You started that. It was really good.
There's so many ones I know. It's honestly at this point, it's almost human. There's a reason why my artwork is similar to a slice life, or a typical Mori anime, because it wouldn't for those shows, I probably would be the stereotypical shonen stuff. I can see DD right now be ready to kill me.
Yeah, the thing is shonen is what is most commonly localized or brought here officially. As far as anime adaptations go.
What about isekai?
Oh yeah, I also read isekai.
Well, isekai that too, but usually it's either isekai, shonen. Well, it used to be ecchi, but that's been basically all but banned because of Funimation.
Well, not really.
Crunchyroll.
I'm pretty sure.
The only ecchi you can get is from like 2016 or before, because everything else has been basically.
Here's something for a parody of an isekai. You get a wokey whale woman who gets reincarnated as the biggest dicked guy. Just be like, no, I've been tainted.
How about In Another World with My Smartphone, where the person literally just has a smartphone?
Don't get me started on that.
Don't get me started on that.
Good luck getting any reception out there. You're a world away from the closest cell tower.
Let's do that.
Okay, guys.
I mean, that would be the worst nightmare.
Time out. Basically, I had this really cool idea for an isekai. What about a heavy metal isekai? You can do that freaking man that will love that one.
Also, to make the parody better, they make it seem like the wokey she whale is the main character, but then we cut to the actual main character who's actually fun.
I think I have an idea for an isekai, but anyways, so what about a multiversal isekai where in the world you now live in / go to the afterlife in, you meet a alternate version of yourself, either as a good guy or bad guy?
That's a cool idea, actually.
That's a good idea.
I mean, that would actually work for crossover ideas, if nothing else. I mean, imagine yourself from this version of the universe meeting like a Saiyan version of yourself.
I'm gonna blow y'all's
minds. I think the isekais that I always do.
I'll blow y'all's minds. Hear me out.
Okay,
Comic Zone, the game, is an isekai. Think about that.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind.
Think about it.
Zone it forever, and that game is hard as balls.
He's sent into a comic book as the superhero, and he has to save, his girlfriend, right? So that's an isekai because he leaves the human world for another world, right?
Anyway, I wouldn't mind being able to meet Deadpool and Gwenpool. Just because it would just be funny because Deadpool would be like, so let me guess, you're wanting to see if I'll point out the fact that we more or less would take a sledgehammer to the fourth wall because I break the fourth wall.
So the very interesting name.
And then I yell, "Stop calling me out, Deadpool!"
So the interesting name.
I know chimichangas.
So the interesting, if I had to make an isekai, probably would make an isekai based on the fact that based on what you create, who you become. So like if you're an artist, for example, what you create, whoever the last or the most frequent, character you create the most, or the most attached to, you become that character in another world. However, though, you still have to deal with your current flaws as a person before you died.
Kind of like character creation. I mean, they kind of did something like that in A Skeleton from Another World.
Yep. So, for example, me, if I would have got isekai to another world, and if I got transferred as Lou, I'll still have to deal with the fact that I have speech problems. I have to deal with asthma and other shortcomings and flaws.
One thing I do want to say though about the whole isekai genre is, it's really good, but it's also still at the same time, mostly
It
because of the
does get
whole
stale.
yeah, because of the OP shit and stuff. But one thing I do want to point out is they always go to the middle, the Middle Ages with the
Yeah.
European settings. Like, I mean, how awesome would it be if they got isekai into a game that was a fighting game, like it was
That
like
actually exists,
Tekken.
though. That
Again, a
actually
skeleton
exists.
from another
Yeah.
world
That's
did
no
that
game, no
too.
life. That's literally no game, no life you just
There literally
described.
is no game, no life. But however, I would
They
like
also
to
did it with a skeleton from another world because it starts with him talking about how he was playing a video game and even points out the
Sword
reason
Art
he's
Online.
a skeleton. The
I'm
reason
sorry, but I disagree.
he even points. He
Oh,
even
guys, one more thing.
get to the
I hate to cut you off, Didi, but I also have another suggestion. Log Horizon says hello.
okay.
Now,
Well,
Log Horizon-
anyway,
Later says hello.
in my
Anyway,
opinion,
uh,
in my opinion.
Oh, guys,
anyway,
let Didi talk. Let Didi talk. Let Didi talk. Go ahead, Didi.
anyway, he even points out that the reason he's a skeleton is because he chose the skeleton avatar for his character because he thought it looked cool. So now he's basically having to keep his armor on as much as possible because most people be like, "Oh shit, it's an undead! Kill him!"
Well, then
Like,
again,
well-
Overlord is there as well. Overlord says hello, but he's got
Yeah.
different armor and everything. With
Well, yeah, but I mean,
but then
with,
again, for
the
the
ske-
isekai genre, it's always the ones I find out more are the ones that either turns on its head like Konosuba, which is a good parody, but also breaks a lot of rules. You also got yourself well, not really like an isekai. It's kind of like ReZero on Disney Plus right now. They got the summertime anime, but the ones I always like better are the ones that take people from the other world into our world. It just makes it more different because now here's someone who's either OP or a warrior, badass, something, whatever, and now they gotta live in our world. I always prefer
so
those.
you mean
Oh
like
my
Devil
god,
is a
could you imagine
part-timer?
Deadpool in our world?
Well, then again, they do have that. It was called what was it called? Yeah, Recreators
Yeah.
on Amazon, which is actually pretty good. Actually,
Yeah.
in my
You should
opinion,
try
it was
Devil as a
just a bit
part-timer.
too short, and it didn't care for the main
So,
character, but it was pretty good.
The
Entertaining.
hello thing though, I gotta say this though, but I could use another example, like Jahi-san. That's another anime. Because didn't she was like a demon lady that originally was from the demon run, and she decided to, well, would you say she had to go to the owl eventually much, and she become,
I personally just love that bitch from Konosuba gets dragged to the isekai world, as I'm gonna call it, because it's like that's what you get for
Aqua?
laughing at a guy.
Aqua.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you get for laughing at.
The blue thing.
I mean, she basically made fun of how he died. It's like he still died. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I do want to
That's kinda
say though
funny.
is the great thing about
Gods don't have empathy for us. We're like ants. I mean, in that you know what I mean, right?
You're
Basically, it's why Kratos hates gods. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's gonna be different in my idea for an isekai cartoon. Not only is the god, though it's more of a demigod, nice, she falls in love with the main character. And I'm sure it's been done somewhere. I don't
Greek
care.
mythology.
Why not just
I
an isekai
don't
where they
care.
fuck all the gods and they all get pregnant?
One thing I want to
Oh
say.
no.
Look, I don't care. When I explained an idea for a vampire story I wanted to write, I was told that was Demon Slayer, and I'm like, shut up! I didn't know about Demon Slayer wasn't even a thing when I came up with this story at 15.
Can I say this, though?
It's like
is
Hey,
adorable.
someone's mic is going haywire.
when you come up with an idea first. I don't think. How can you call that copyright infringement when you came up with an idea beforehand? If anything, they should be paying you.
Well, here's the thing.
So-
There's a great parody. There's a great episode on South Park called "Simpsons Already Did It." Butter is trying to do another thing as Professor Chaos, but then his henchman is like, "Oh, you mean like the Simpsons?"
Yeah,
Simpsons did it. Now, here's the thing, the whole commentary is that Trey and Matt Parker are saying, "Who gives a shit if the Simpsons did it?" And that's what I should tell every single creator out there. we are all, every single one of us who are making projects or love a creator, who you see anywhere around the world, we are all inspired by something. Look at the manga Berserk. Look how much that has influenced so many different creators out there from all across entertainment
Well,
that
I
they
actually,
were inspired by Berserk. It's nothing new, but they were inspired by Berserk to do something. It's like, hey, that is what influenced me to make this project.
well,
Look at Devil May Cry and everything else. It's nothing too new.
Whoa, Joker, let Dee talk. Okay, go ahead, Dee.
I actually remember when they were doing the prequels to Star Wars. Someone did a documentary, and again, I'm going to say this: I can't believe Disney managed to make the prequels look good by comparison. Holy shit! But someone brought up the fact that if you look at like Greek mythology, you can see a lot of parallels for Star Wars in it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you remember what the Lion King is technically sorta is.
Actually, that's been debunked heavily.
Wait,
They
is?
don't
In fairness, I thought
Yep.
the Lion King was more based off Hamlet, only kid friendly.
Yeah, it is based off Hamlet.
Ignoring the
It is not based on
ignoring the fact that Mufasa got
Didn't
Yeah,
Disney
hold
steal that
on.
idea?
Hold on. That's what I was saying, based on Hamlet. Okay, I assume you meant I was talking about the White Light. No. I was
Kimba
talking
the
about
White
it was I was talking about it was based on Hamlet. I also know about that whole the White Lion thing, which that's I think it's more like they had an idea, they also had an idea, and it's just a quinky dink. But um. One thing I do want to kind of go back to with the Konosuba for a moment is what also makes this series so good is, first of all, uh crap, Kazuma, I think that's his name, is an absolute Chad.
Hamza.
Yeah,
Kazuma.
Kazuma, yeah. He's an absolute Chad, like, he knows what he wants.
Isn't one of the girls a masochist?
Yes, Darkness.
Lovely Darkness.
AKA Best Girl. Also, Dio just changed my profile
Yeah.
to Striker.
So
Nice.
I can say this though. For
And
my opposite
might as
fan,
well,
though.
since
Oh,
all
hold
three.
on. Hey,
Like,
Didi. You think the Wokies would be mad at me for using Sadie Mae as my avatar?
Who
So
the fuck cares?
fuck else. Anyway,
I
though.
Let
fucking
that go.
ignore her anyway when they take characters like Bridget to make quote unquote trans because
Yeah.
it would poke holes in their thing of, oh, we don't have representation in media.
Oh
Which
God.
again, you need to do a video of queer positive creators because if nothing else, Vivzy Pop needs a platform with how people are getting pissy at her for having to delay one of the episodes because of a fucking lawsuit.
You know what? I think I will, but though, to kind of make sure that it's still, anime related, I will at least bring up, mangaka who also do it because again, my,
They
especially,
also the creators say
Time out. Thank you. Let Doggo talk. Okay. Sorry about that. Let
I'm
Doggo.
just sitting here while like the conversation goes on. I'm like, when's my turn? Taps
well,
the
yeah, but I
mic.
was like right in the
Hey,
middle of the
hey.
sentence.
you just gotta scream out this
And then
hears you.
big, then freaking, then let Nep talk. Okay.
All right.
But what I was gonna say was isekais actually don't even come from anime at all. It's like a common trope in movies as well, and like old books. Like the idea of being transported into another like dimension, world, or time. Like it's
Actually,
nothing really
Wonderland says
new.
hello.
I thought this was
You
something created by fanfic writers, but then I think about things like Wizard of Oz and Alice in
Terminator.
Wonderland, Peter Pan. Depending on
Yeah, Wizard of Oz did it way before any of the animes did.
I
Of
think
Lion Witch
Terminator's
and
a great
Wardrobe,
example.
the Narnia series.
Narnia, yeah.
Yeah, that technically.
There's Coraline, though
Wait.
that's more of a newer series, but still.
One question: has a multiversal isekai existed?
Shadow, I'm this close to curb stopping you if you say anything about multiverses. It's so annoying.
Shadow, you're about to get pimp slapped.
Long live Shadow.
You know, Jimmy
Sorry,
Neutron
sorry.
and what's that show? Very Odd Parents did a crossover that was
Turner.
basically an
The main
isekai.
character of Fairly Odd Parents is called Timmy Turner.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
they
Fairly
trade
I think it was.
places.
Oh, is Fairly Odd Parents technically isekai because he kind of goes It's
I wouldn't say.
I mean, there
no.
was channel chasers, which I guess would technically count because they went into various things of media, which were parodies of things like Charlie Brown, the Rankin Bass films. There was even a reference to Dragon Ball Z at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, if they haven't been brought up already, can we also mention Amphibia and Owl House as isekai, or did we already
yeah,
mention that?
yeah. Those two are
You
isekai.
if you actually pay close attention to the season finale for the Owl House, you see Camilla Luce's mom reading an article about a girl who got transported to another world. The picture is Anne from Amphibia.
And I like that too. It's kind of like both
Do you
shows.
think
So
Gravity
one
Falls is an isekai because they went on a trip to another city and it turned out the city was really weird and shit?
I would
Not like
only
their
say
own.
it's
No,
one
no, no, no.
episode.
No, that's not
Not the
really
same.
technical.
I mean,
Damn.
no, that's not really an isekai unless you want to include the comics, but technically Gravity Falls is considered connected to the Owl House because Stan talks about marrying a girl for a couple hours in Vegas whose name that escapes me, but it turns out that that's the alias Ida uses when she's visiting the human realm. So, and her description is given by Stan. So it's basically implied that he married Ida for a couple hours before she ran off with his shit. And
Also, it's somehow connected to Rick and Morty as well, since the reference.
yeah, so basically, if we take the article Camilla was reading as a confirmation that Amphibia is also in the same universe as the Owl House, that means Amphibia, the Owl House, and Gravity Falls, and maybe Rick and Morty. It's kind of iffy there because those could have just been Easter eggs since different networks and stuff are one universe.
That's fucking
wow.
wild.
Wow, that's
Oh, yeah.
Also,
wow.
Marking X says, you know what else I find bullshit? Bleach is taken over by Disney Plus and it's no longer on Netflix.
Oh,
God.
hell yeah,
Not
that's
even on
bullshit.
Hulu.
I'm fucking scared.
You know why they bought Bleach?
because of popularity.
Because
Wait,
Disney Japan
still
was
on
getting
Hulu?
in trouble for having like cosplayers and shit in the park. Like they pay cosplayers there, but they didn't own the rights to the cosplayers like actual, identity, like the characters. And so they're buying up shows so they don't have to deal with that.
ban people dressing up as the characters you don't own then. Kind of like with the exception of Halloween, adults aren't allowed to dress up like,
No. They were paying cosplayers to come to Disney. Like
Oh,
Disney Japan
so
and
yeah,
Disney
that I
too.
can see that could be a problem.
Then
Because
why
they were
not
paying
pay
for
I can totally see
cosplayers.
Bleach in Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, that'd be awesome.
The problem is
Go to Disney Seas.
Oh, let's turn a talk. Let's turn a talk. Go ahead.
the problem is that now that Disney owns Bleach, it's gonna go woke. There's 100% chance of Bleach going woke now.
like
But now
I
they
said,
can use the
I don't know.
Bleach property in
Now
the
they're starting to
parks,
fuck with
though.
Japan. That Disney has. We need to roll back copyright so just to fuck with Disney.
like I said, I'm fucking scared because next thing you know, there's an episode of Bleach where we suddenly see Mickey Mouse dressed as a Shinigami in the background.
I'm gonna be so pissed.
Does
Yeah,
that
They ruined Kingdom Hearts.
the
They're
thing
gonna
is-
ruin Bleach
And-
next.
And Mr. A, I am not tempting fate because Disney owns fucking Bleach, so it'd be surprising if they didn't have the fucking rat in an episode.
I mean, didn't
You
they
know,
already
the
technically
main point
sort
of
of did
thing-
that in Kingdom Hearts?
One at a time.
What I was gonna say, the main reason of them buying Bleach is so they can have, the cosplayers that dress
Yep.
as Bleach characters. In
But
their
now they have
parks.
power. Now they have power over Bleach. Now, see, the thing is, they bought it for the cosplayers, but now they own all the rights. So they could literally wokeify it and make it. This is why I think that we do need to roll copyright back to pre-1972 days where copyright could only last for a maximum of 56 years. Go back to that so that Disney loses all of that back catalog so they can go under. Because I'm tired of frickin' Disney.
Yeah, well,
I
that
think
was
it's kind of
Disney's
cool
fault
though.
this
'Cause
whole crap happened. I mean,
now that they own Bleach, they
that's
can add more big booby characters to it, right? To have more big booby cosplayers in the Disney parks. That's
anyway.
what's gonna happen.
Well, guys, one at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, but then I'll also have control over it. So
That is true.
Well,
yeah.
it's Disney's fault that copyright is so fucked. I mean, the reason
Because
we
had
got that
absolutely nothing but bad luck.
the reason we got that fucking bullshit fan force stick, however you want to pronounce it, movie, is because the rules say that within like 4 years or something, if you haven't made a movie or whatever, the copyright can go up for sale. So they made fan force stick so they could keep the rights. And I'm like, well, now that Fox is fucking owned by the fucking rat, it was pointless.
Well, the problem is number one, Josh Trank and Simon Pegg, Simon P. Basically, here's the thing: Josh had the movie.
No.
The main director had his movie. They had about a year ago, but then it's called meddling and interference by 20th Century Fox producers. They came in, re-edited the film, re-shot the film. So the film you see is not the original vision the director intended. And now everyone's gonna say, "Well, we'd like to see his version." The problem is, well, it's Fox and Disney. They are not going to do it, and Fox was refusing to let the director have his vision.
So in other words, it's like the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. Originally,
No. What you're really looking at for is what's Fox
let me finish. Let me finish. The Mummy had a different script, but Tom Cruise wanted them to focus on his character instead of the Mummy. And that's why we got that crap-tastic movie, and there's no Dark Universe in Universal's thing, because Tom Cruise was like, focus on me! Focus on me! Not the Mummy. I mean, I know the movie's called The Mummy, but focus on me, because I'm a narcissistic asshole who believes fucking aliens possess us!
I just see Tom Cruise looking in the mirror and going, "Would you fuck me? I would fuck me. I'd fuck me hard."
Anyway,
I fucking hate Tom Cruise. He's that guy I want to punch. He has a punchable face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
I think
going to
it
dodge
was better when he was in the plane movie. I can't think of what it's called.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
You know
Anyway,
what I'm
though,
about? I'm tired.
I find it more funny though how they fucking suck some nowadays. A lot of stuff nowadays that they don't know how to execute stuff, and I'm like, dude, good lord, people who suck at executing that badly. Like, am I the only one notice how bad they have these amazing ideas, but they suck at execution? Such as the Star Wars.
All I know is celebrities like Tom Cruise need to be told no. This is why she who must not be named should have been told no a long time ago, because then we're going to be dealing with this crap. And she wouldn't have her little lackeys going after that umbrella guy because she can't stand the fact that Johnny won.
And then when she makes no on the bed, go, no, bad. Would you not make boom boom on the bed? No.
And I'm telling the truth about her lackeys going after that umbrella guy. They even threatened to call CPS on him just because he didn't cover the fucking trial. And it's like, how fucking pathetic are you that you're going after fucking YouTubers?
I mean,
I'm not really surprised anymore.
Boom boom on the bed, so.
Yeah, honestly, what I think we need to do, if it wasn't for how many copyrights were out there, I would say just reduce the copyright term from life plus 75 to life plus 25 for individuals, and then start eminent domaining all of them, all the ones that fell that word that fall outside of that new term. So any existing copyrights that were grandfathered in, because apparently people think of copyright as a property right, not an incentive, is to just eminent domain everything that's after that term.
If anyone who's a fan of Foamy the Squirrel, the creator has said that when he dies, he's making sure all his characters are public domain, so no one can try and stop people from doing movies or whatever of Foamy.
Everybody should do that.
Never heard of.
Everyone should do that. Yeah, because
never heard of me the squirrel. Oh my
God.
God, Shadow.
God damn it,
Okay.
Shadow.
You know what I
Why
fucking
can't you be
hate?
cool like the rest of
Yeah.
us?
Oh, guys.
Because I'm a squeaky 19-year-old.
All right. So basically, Barking X says, you know what would be awesome? A Dragon Ball Z plus a Bleach crossover.
I mean, it would be
Already
awesome.
did have that. It's called Jump
But that
Force.
would mean Disney would get the rights to DBZ. I don't want
No.
the rights to DBZ.
We don't need
Oh
that
God,
again.
just
Yeah, this is why. Okay, this is why I support. This is why I really. Oh, this really pisses me off what Disney's doing.
Russell's my Jimmy.
They're becoming even more and more of a monopoly than they already are.
Mhm.
They're becoming an international monopoly now. Not only do they want American works, they also want Japanese works.
Well, so
Pisses
far
me off.
they've
Just
been
doing
doing
what
a
it
good
has
job.
to do to not get sued.
Let's not forget Sweeney.
Keep in mind they bought Marvel because they had like snuck properties into their parks and they got in trouble for it. And they're doing the same thing with Bleach. They'll probably do it with other animes. They're gonna keep
Well,
doing it. 'cause
Yeah,
they
and
don't
then
care.
that is why what I think is that what we need to do. This is why Congress needs to roll back some of the dumb copyright things so that Disney can finally go out of business like the freaking evil corporation they are. They need to
Well,
go
it's
out of
like
business.
Okay,
Exactly.
let's be honest. Whether or not Walt was a Jew hater or whatever, ever, you gotta admit he never would have let the company become this way if he had lived longer.
Yeah, he would have. He was about fascism.
Exactly.
The man was
No,
friends with Hitler.
no. What happens? Walt Disney. I think he was still alive when all those copyright things were being pushed. So
He was the one that signed the deals for all those copyrights. He was the one who lobbied to create Epcot
yeah, the
to become
lobbyists,
a
exactly.
privatized city. He wanted to have people live in Epcot and work in Epcot, where you could never escape the system. Like, I'm not a fan of Walt.
Okay, fine, but I'm also gonna bring this up. The people saying that if Walt Disney World leaves, they'll survive without it. I'm like, you'll survive. You, the people who haven't had to pay for garbage or fire departments because Walt Disney World pays for that shit, think you'll survive the taxes once the park leaves.
Well,
Nope.
the taxes is really paid for by tourism industry. Like, Orlando is mostly tourism.
Yeah, but that's my point. If Walt Disney World leaves, the people living near Walt Disney World are fucked.
Not really. They have Universal, which is expanding, like becoming its own monopoly in the
That
corner.
is true. Universal
Can I
is
just say
expanding. That's a
something?
good thing.
I've never been to Disney World.
Neither have I.
Same
Either
I've
here.
been there twice.
Me either.
Because
It's a very
unfortunately,
rich
you're
people
fucking
thing.
poor.
Not a
You
fan.
can't visit the fun places like Disney World.
Although my sister did.
Want me
Well,
to
well,
describe
however,
what
I think the
Disneyland
problem-
is like as someone who's been there?
Well, the problem is right now is that is kind of the system itself with the park. There's a great video on that someone did on YouTube that did the whole Disney park system is great at first, but then it got really messed up over times. They had all these
Yeah.
fast passes and everything, but then that changed to a bunch of other stuff, and it was really when the coof hit that it kind of helped them. Like, okay, let's really refigure this out again. But it honestly is a mess. So basically, pretend you're going there as a family and you just want
Yep.
to do some rides, but then you realize that, oh crap, we didn't do this ahead of time, so now we're all
Yeah.
screwed. But it's gotten
Honestly-
better now, but it's honestly kind of screwed.
Okay,
Honestly-
guys, say hello to my father because he's poking his head in my room.
Oh.
Hi, Dee Dee's dad.
Hi,
Hello.
Dee Dee's dad.
Daughters are perfect.
My dad always gives me this look like I'm crazy, even though I've told him before I've been in streams.
I mean, you're all kind of crazy, Dee Dee. but-
What's going
I
Well,
wonder what would happen if Mama Darkness or Papa Darkness come in.
Yeah,
Oh,
you say I'm crazy, but am I really as crazy as a she whale?
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
no! No.
Right. Whoa. Duggo wanted something to say. Go ahead, Duggo.
I was gonna say, as someone who's like been to Disney a couple of times, because like as a kid, my parents would take me to places like that. Horrible people, but we're not getting into that. Disney is
Oh,
a
yeah,
shitty
I remember
park.
that.
It's worse than Six Flags, honestly. You pay more, It's a bunch of annoying kids in rich elites that literally have fine dining. The rides are shit. They're just shit. They're mostly kids' rides. You could get better at Universal, at Six Flags, going down the street in a car. I don't like Disney attractions. They're all dog shit. The
Wait a second.
employees
I wanna
are
ask something.
assholes.
Just like
It's
the operation
dirty.
themselves.
Which
You're not, like, Disney is not a good park. It's not a good park.
Let Doug finish. Let Doug finish. Go ahead, Doug.
Right. Oh, and they're packed. They're packed to the brim. If someone sneezes in a Disney park, it's worse than Six Flags because they don't have like restriction circles like you see in Six Flags. So if someone sneezes, everyone gets sick. It's just a thing. Like
Everybody
So you're
gets water.
saying
They
that
don't
Disney
clean it
World
up.
is shit.
Well,
It's shit.
It's like the corporation themselves.
well, I've seen videos of this park called Knott's Berry Farms.
Got him.
If I could ever get the money, that'd be somewhere I'd like to visit because, while it's not as big as Disney World, I kind of like the theme better than Disney World. Mainly because people are allowed to be human if they're having a bad day. Whereas at Disney, it's like, I don't care that your grandma died, Becky. You have to play Cinderella and smile.
If you're really going to go to like a rich person theme park, go to Universal. Disney is just dog shit.
And if you go to a good ass theme park, go to Wild Adventures. It is awesome.
If you want like a
It's
cheap one,
amazing.
go to Six Flags. Six Flags is
Oh,
like
yeah.
no.
overall
I said I
better.
want to check out Knott's Berry Farms. It's not owned by Disney.
I mean, I would love to go back to Universal, or like
Well, I
just to do some
Or,
of the experience.
if you want, that's the if you want to get scared, that's the top 10 amusement parks that bad things happen. We'll just leave it at that.
So,
Yeah. Honestly,
could I?
Whoa.
Yeah, can I at least say something? Like,
Yeah, go ahead, Ned.
Yeah, also Sterling wanted to say something too.
yeah. So, I be honest, as someone who never been to Disney, I honestly, after hearing all the stuff that goes on, when I was young, I used to be excited. Now, this as an adult, I'm like, do I really want to go to a place that is one has that I could potentially get me sick quicker? And on top of
another
it,
thing. Sorry, I just want to mention one other thing. A lot of child exploitation happens in Disney parks. Like, A, people get kidnapped often there, like children do. But B, not talking about that, they'll get your child a lot of times when you're walking by if they're cute, and they'll grab them for a picture. The employees will, so they can put it on the website. The company can, to be like, look how happy these kids are at Disney. It's just like, you didn't have permission to do that. This is literally like,
hell no! If I'm with my nieces or nephews and someone grabs them, I'm gonna start beating the shit out of Tigger. I don't care if I get banned for life. You do not touch my nieces or nephews without my permission.
I like Dee Dee. Dee Dee is based.
Yeah,
That's genius
100%.
also.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, you can go back now.
You're awesome,
I
Dee
just
Dee.
want to state that.
Guys, can I speak?
Oh my god, what do you want, Shadow?
Okay, so even as a kid, I never really liked corporate amusement parks like Disney World or Universal. I just always thought they were stupid ways to promote their stuff, and I really don't feel comfortable around employees putting on costumes. Like, there's a difference between a fan and a convention wearing a costume, and then there's a executive wearing a costume.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Tigger kidnapping your
they're
kid
basically
for a picture.
fursuits.
Now, Shadow, I highly doubt that because to me, you sound like the kind of kid who would shit their pants going to any Six Flags. Like, yay! Like you would be.
You know I hate Disney, so why would I want to go there?
And now you hate Disney. I bet you back then you loved Disney.
Why are you doing this to us?
Yo, they
when I
are
was a
run
kid, I
by
hated
child
Disney.
alerts. Sorry.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know what? And I'm glad like though Disney getting too political is gonna, I hope it ruins them.
You know they have their own prison system? Disney does. That's fucking wild.
You know
to
what?
me.
I think at least in Florida that ain't gonna fly anymore in Florida because Ron DeSantis just basically screwed him over.
I mean, I'll say this. There's one positive to the Disney parks here in the United States. At least it's not Euro Disney, which is called Mauschwitz by the staff.
Mouse
Yeah,
Schwitz?
I heard
Oh
that.
God!
They treat their staff horribly at Euro Disney.
You
I
should
heard
go
that
to
too.
Disneyland one day.
Okay.
And
Oh
Stop,
God!
Mr. A. It's not my fault. It's been a well-known thing for years.
Mouse Schwitz. Oh
that
God!
positive won't last long until
I guess imagine a mouse like a sign with the Mickey Mouse symbol, and then
I've seen people draw Mickey as Hitler.
and then all of a sudden you see the
I wanna see
R-bait, like
Mickey
the one
drawing
on the
a-
one ear is R-bait, on the head is mocked, and then on the other ear is Frey because
Have y'all
Mauschwitz.
seen The Simpsons? You know
Again,
when
I've seen.
We've
Mickey
all seen The
as
Simpsons.
Hitler.
Yeah, we all have.
you know what's the kid's name? Can't remember the kid's
Oh.
name. Is it Bart?
Bart or
I think it's
Lisa.
Bart. Bart's wearing like the mother's bra on his head, and he's like,
Oh,
handing
I
out
saw
lots of
that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an evil corporation, but like he's Mickey.
I'm the
That's whole
mascot of
joke.
an evil corporation.
That was fucking great.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Do you know? And the thing is the only thing keeping Disney. The reason why Disney's able to survive is because their monopolization over everything, and I think it'd be better if. I think that's proof positive that we need to reduce the copyright term back.
Also, that Disney doesn't acquire Transformers or.
Yeah.
Oh God damn it, Shadow! Mr. A, get the sign! Get the sign, Mr. A!
Can I provide a solution?
Damn it, Shadow.
I think a solution is this. How about we have better? I mean,
Fate.
I think
I
the
don't want to do
solution.
it.
I have a solution though. How about we have better, anti-monopoly laws? Because it's not just a Disney problem. It's a problem with almost every corporation. Like, for fuck's sakes.
We need to have a big tech breakup.
Like,
Well, I think breaking up Disney is better than. We should break up We should break up Disney first. Break up Disney first so that we can fix the copyright laws, because then we can actually use big tech's lobbying money into our advantage to get fixed copyright laws, and then break up big tech after we've successfully fixed those damn copyright laws.
Well,
Damn right.
I mean, to be
basically, we
honest-
should also make it to where you can't have a chance to rebuy your character back. After a certain amount of time, they need to go into public domain. Not this bullcrap. As long as you're making shit with that character, it's your copyright.
Well,
You know what I hate
the thing
about
is,
public
copyright.
domain?
The thing is, as soon as the oldest work, as soon as the oldest work, that the character and everything about it at that time like I think one of Disney's copyrights on like some of their oldest stuff from like 1928 is about to expire, and I bet you they're going to try to extend the copyright length in the TPP. That Joe Biden might be trying to get into.
Look,
Because he's trying to revive the TPP, and I bet you that's how they're going to try to extend. Because that's how they do it. What they do is they sign these trade deals that increase the copyright term minimum, and then the U.S. has to increase it, or else they're in violation of those trade deals. So the trade deals come first.
What they're going to do when the
Think about
copyright runs out, they're just going to rename the character with another little symbol at the end of the name. That's like an invisible ledger, kind of like having like a copyright R or a key M, etc. And then
Mickey's
it's a new
younger brother.
character.
Guys. Let's focus on something else besides politics, because
No, I mean, the thing is that these companies buying up our hobbies and then making them woke.
Cerno, we're not doing this again.
well,
Last stream we did this, it just went on and on and on. So let's just talk about something else, okay?
Yeah.
Well,
What's
I'm
y'all's
gonna point
favorite
out-
Six Flags attraction? Let's just go with that.
I've never been a Six
Well,
Flags, so
I wanted to point
I've never been to Six Flags.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out something real quick before we moved away. Well, the Disney company sued a bunch of daycares because they had Mickey painted on their walls. Who the
Yep.
fuck does that?
Oh,
Besides,
yeah.
That's the kind of abuse I'm talking about. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, I kind of find it ironic that we all talk about Disney, but no one talks about the evils when it comes to Comcast and AT&T, and the monopoly when it comes to internet providers. And then the fact that I mean, there's barely any competition that's soft, and even then makes matters worse. You got Piss Boy and its beefs. Like, let's say you want to be a VTuber, and VTuber, like for example Doggo or something like that, right? Have fun if you have shitty upload speeds that's below 5 megabytes. Since mine is one upload anyway, I can kiss that dream being a VTuber or live stream goodbye. To be honest speaking.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's one reason why I think that that the whole ISP monopoly thing's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
but
was
let's
just gonna say, my favorite
Let's take
cereal is Fruit Loops, and what's y'all's?
I
Well,
don't know.
Mine's just chill. I like eating chill.
I mean, if we're talking
Lucky
about
Charms for me.
if we're talking about cereal now, I remember this cereal I loved as a kid called King Vitamin, and it had this creepy guy with a crown, but the cereal was delicious.
I remember
Mine is Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles, even to this day.
Pokemon,
Mine has
when they
always
used to
been,
do that.
Mine's Weetabix and Kellogg's Frosties.
Nice.
Nice.
Mine has always been Lucky Charms, thanks to the marshmallows, and I really like marshmallows.
My friend Emma doesn't like marshmallows in cereal.
I can't wait till Monster Girl Quest Paradox Part 3 comes out.
I'm pretty sure there's not many. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like Frosted
For
Flakes.
some reason, as a kid, I never eat cereal without the milk.
Oh wow.
Do y'all remember Blue?
Why
Was
do
it
that
called Blueberry? Blueberry or something like the cereal?
Oh, yeah, Blueberry.
Yeah,
I
know
never
that,
knew
yeah.
why though.
That shit hit.
prefer freaking. Oh, what about Cookie Crisp? I love Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
Damn, it's
I
mine.
never had that. I really
Silly
should
rabbit. Tricks
try
are
that
for
sometime.
kids.
I hated the Trix ads because all the rabbit wanted was some damn cereal and these little shits are like, silly rabbit. It's like, just let him have some fucking cereal, you little sadist.
No, fuck this rabbit. Fuck them.
Yeah, you pick up the kids and yeet them.
Hold on. Did you see the Family Guy clip where it was like an Asian
Oh yeah.
Tricks or whatever? Stupid kid, you share.
You share.
Oh yeah, then there was a
That
there
was
was a,
today.
then there was a common name for I remember that it's Frosted Flakes. Yeah, I remember that used to be Frosted Flakes though. Damn,
Did y'all hear about shit, I forgot what I was thinking. Give me a second.
But anyway, guys, like I was trying to say, basically, people on Twitter just really need to learn to, be a little more open-minded per se, instead of trying to freaking be so toxic. But that's a little easier said than done.
Good luck with that.
Man, I hate Twitter because I have people who go into my DMs and they just start being super religious and shit on me, and I'm just like, I don't need your religious takes in my DMs. Like,
Well,
please go to somewhere else.
Yeah,
This is a non-Christian server.
Wait,
Yeah,
how come you have Christian people talking to you? Like what
because
what the
I'm
hell?
trans and they all want to say like no modifying your body and shit. I'm just like, can you go somewhere else?
I'm sorry. I thought the body was a fucking temple. So wouldn't say getting stitches be like plastering the walls of said temple?
Oh, and don't forget, Karen, you can't dye your hair, you can't fix your eyes, you
No
can't
C-section.
no C-section. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't want.
Yeah, you die.
I guess if you get a bullet, if you get a bullet through your body, you're fucked because no modifying your body means no fixing it.
Yeah, there you go.
No ear piercings, no tattoos, which I find stupid because, again, if the body's a temple, then that means churches shouldn't have murals of Jesus and stuff on the side of the wall.
I honestly can't stand people who go to my DMs and are just immediately transphobic on Discord or Twitter. I'm like, you spent your entire day plotting this, right? Like, they don't think like normal people. These people
as
wake
much
up and go,
as much as I think as much as I think the trans activists go way too far in some instances, like with what they're doing with kids in schools and stuff. But on the other hand, being outwardly transphobic and telling adults what they can do with their own body, that you can't tell an adult what they can do, what they can't do with their own body. That just freaking pisses me
someone
off.
sent me like scissors with blood on them, saying like have fun dilating, and I'm just like, fuck you.
You know what's funny though? I always find it funny that the types of people who will try to tell me, hey, you can't draw this because blah 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 reason. And I'm like, if you guys saw me on Mines, I literally decided to loot one of my OCs, and I said, you can't. I said this in my face. You can't loot this, Lottie. Me. I challenged this not to do it. So I would do it again if I wanted to.
Wait,
Yeah,
next
okay,
one question.
so-
Is that a panties on your head? On your avatar's head?
No, she's a ghost girl.
Dear God, should I
what
get your
the
mind out of
fuck?
the gutter? My
Well, it's
God.
just, it looks like panties.
You know what, Shadow?
In all fairness, I thought it was a ghost too.
What?
So I don't know why you thought panties.
You know what, Shadow? When we do session, you'll be
Wait,
so
This is why Dia's gonna make your character pregnant in today's session.
Exactly.
wait, stop. You guys
Whoa,
never.
one at a time.
Okay, so let me explain myself for a second. So wait, you guys never heard like how like there's some anime characters that have like those hats in their head?
No,
and then-
I'm aware of the fact that the little triangle paper thing is basically a reference to them being deceased.
Yeah, there's this one cute little anime, called Shikishu, or how do you say her name, and the little ghost baby. The main character who's a ghost, she has well, the same thing as your character does.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's the other lines running between the triangle that made me thought that.
Now, you know
How
what?
do you think the paper triangles held on to people's heads, Shadow?
Dear God, Shadow. I mean, I'm a sex-crazed pervert too, but damn. Even I have honor.
We don't fuck
Shadow.
the dead, Shadow.
Okay, guys, you get the point.
Yeah, I get it.
Ah, shit.
Shadow.
You know what?
Do you want your own little triangle?
No.
You know
Too
what?
bad. Face
You
the
know
wall. Just kidding.
You know what? You know when I said I might be a sex-crazed pervert, I should have had Osmodeus as my avatar. Oh, shit.
Oh well.
That was a golden opportunity.
Oh well.
Wasted.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Guys.
you're gonna get your fancy little triangle today. Okay, face the wall.
I mean, I actually remember Shaman King because I binged it while I was stuck at my grandfather's house on my phone because, god damn it, it took like 3 weeks for them to turn the power back on at my house after the last hurricane. But I binged it, and one of the scenes they showed a bunch of spirits with little triangles on their heads. So I knew what with the show's material and stuff that obviously these were dead people because I've never seen living people wearing the little triangles on their heads.
Exactly. Culture yourself, Shadow. You uncultured swine.
But I'm baby.
Look, guys,
Anyway,
Maybe
I have to
we
go.
can learn the
I'll talk
basics.
to you guys later.
guys,
Yeah.
let me be devil's advocate for freaking. Let me play devil's advocate for Shadow, okay? Basically, he didn't even notice because, in all fairness, he just actually freaking, he just didn't even know.
Because he's a pervert.
I mean,
I like the triangles on their heads. It's kind of cute.
mean-
I don't know.
to be fair, I mean, it's kind of my fault. I should explain it though. I should have said something about it to Sato.
Oh, hold on. Guys. So, since we're talking about triangles and pervs and shit like that, so, me and my friend and my bro and my friend were playing, Dungeons and Dragons, and he has an idea for a shaman. Like, we were talking about, World of Warcraft. Yeah, hold on. So, we were just bullshitting, and he thought of an idea for the greatest shaman ever. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Penis erectile shaman.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
I swear to God, Dio, if you try to implement that in
I'm gonna hit the sign, y'all. I'm gonna pull out the fucking sign.
Why do I feel like I want to
Pull out the sign.
What if like I want to be a ghost and haunt some people in this
Hey,
level?
hold on just a second. I don't know how many times I have to break this sign out today, but goddamn, why do people always actually do this?
What is that? The 5th time today?
And
About this time?
Yep.
So, Nep, tell me about yourself. I haven't seen you on stream before. Are you new?
I've been here a while. I mean, I'm an artist who unpicks it, and go by the name Stevie Lou. Oh wait, Stevie Lulu. What about yourself?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I said nice to meet you, but okay.
Oh my.
Mar.
That actually
Oh,
reminds me of a fan comic for My Hero Academia
Oh,
where
wait,
Izuku
hold on.
accidentally hurt Shoto.
Ma.
Izuku accidentally hurt Shoto, and he's trying to say, "I'm sorry," or "Are you okay?" And he jumbles it, and it becomes, "Are you sorry?" And he's like, and Kacchan hasn't stopped laughing since, and you just see Katsuki in the background dying from laughter.
Hmm.
Because Izuku
What's y'all's-
basically said, "Are you sorry?"
What's y'all's opinion on like Japanese horror films? I'm just curious.
Dude, Asia
Absolutely,
goes hard.
100% love them.
I love it.
Okay, wait,
Yes,
hold on.
Asia goes hard with horror films. They don't pussyfoot
However,
around it.
this depends on what you're going for. Japan hasn't been too much scary lately. They lost a lot of the charm.
Yeah.
It's more of the South
I've
Korean
always wanted
films,
to
or
watch
even
one of
Korea in
them.
general. Their films have been
Agree.
much better in recent years.
Yeah,
Does
100%.
anyone know where I could at least like watch one of these movies, like Netflix?
It's probably
or
Amazon.
Netflix show. Yeah.
I think
I
there's
watch
one or two on YouTube.
Yeah, I watch all the J horror on YouTube. I
You can buy them off on
mainly start.
YouTube.
I
Yep, it's
mainly,
all fantastic.
I
Come on,
mainly,
Jack.
Go to Billy Billy.
Whoa,
Did you want to say something?
Whoa, let him finish.
I mainly started watching J horror after I decided to see how the American remakes of The Grudge and The Ring differed from the original J horror.
Oh my god, the ring is so good. The Japanese ring. It just fits so much better.
Can we do
Sorry.
that for movie night sometime?
Oh, that'd be
Oh, I
awesome.
can.
Perhaps.
I know some places.
Perhaps.
It depends if you're a good boy, Shadow. Today you
stop
just
it,
been.
Are you a good boy? Are you a
People
good
with
boy?
little triangles are wearing panties.
Yes, you
Or if you have a
sicko.
VPN, you would change your location. You could get access to a few more shows and movies. If you still have your Netflix account, highly recommend the what was it called? God damn it! Just had the name. Oh,
You could
All of
just
Us Are
use
Dead.
YouTube or
South
Billy
Oh
Korean.
yeah,
Billy.
All of Us
There's a
Are
lot of
Dead is
them.
awesome.
it's great. It's long, but it's worth it.
What's the one with the scissor lady on the subway? You know what I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Kushisaki Onna.
Yeah,
That's
her.
fucking
She is
Dave.
an actual
yes.
yokai. She's an actual yokai in Japanese mythology.
Yeah, but
That
when
shit
you hear
terrifies me.
her backstory, it depends on the story because there's a couple versions. But the one I normally usually hear
Can I say
is
something?
I kind of wanted to explain the backstory.
Carry on.
But the version I usually hear is her husband was a jealous man, so he slit her mouth saying, "Who would love you now?" And I'm like, you're kind of an asshole. You're the reason she goes after little children now because you can stand the fact that maybe people fawned over her for being pretty.
And also, the other thing to know is to beat her, when she asks you, does she look pretty, you have to say, what do you think? Because used to, it was just yes for both questions. She asks you, does she look pretty? Yes. She takes off her
Fun fact.
mask. Do I look pretty now? And if you say yes, you live. Or if you say no, you die.
What? The version I heard is if you say yes and she shows her face after and you still say yes because you're like, oh shit, she's going to kill me if I say no, she slits your face like hers.
Well, I mean, it depends on who's telling the story because the
Well, I
old
think
one
No. And that's the one I heard. And the way you avoid her trying to slit your face or killing you is to say you're so-so, you're average, or do I look pretty?
Yeah.
And then something about screaming Rimmel cream and throwing amber candy at her was a weird one.
Actually,
Hey,
can
she
I
has
say
a
something?
sweet tooth.
Can I say something?
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hold on, give me a sec. Just gonna close the door. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, okay. Fun fact about this. Some time ago, I was watching a video on the slit mouth woman, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but somebody told me that that a town was preparing for like the slit mouth woman, thinking that she's real in Japan some time ago.
Oh, geez.
Well, the thing about Japanese kind of like spiritualism is, even though like I'm not, someone who believes in that, I still wouldn't like tempt fate, because Japan has a lot of weird scenarios that happen in it, and it's like you just don't want to tempt fate.
Hanako.
And they're still like very religious down there.
You know what I mean,
red
though?
paper
It's like,
or blue paper.
what if it's real kind of thing, right? You just don't want to tempt fate.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it's.
If I see a girl in an empty subway in the corner, with scissors, I'm out. I'm not tempting that bitch.
Just full blown going.
Oh,
Nope.
this is my stop. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't
And
care.
opens the door and just
I'll walk the rest of the way.
Oh, also, no fun fact for you. The Funakoshi, aka the Two-Mouthed Woman, I'm going to be using her in my comic, or basing a character anyway. And to be fair, with her as well as several other yokai, they're not as popular because the big ones that everyone knows, especially in Japan, is like, the Yukiona, the Kappa, the Tanuki, the Kitsune.
The Tanuki with the big balls.
Yes.
Understand,
Big
like,
cojones.
the whole spiritualism thing, from my understanding, is that negative energy harbors negative energy, positive energy harbors positive energy. And when there's like a big death, that kind of makes sense. I don't know. Just a thought. Because like, how many people are afraid of this person, right? Like, it's got to be a thing.
Oh, have y'all heard the urban legend about the mansion in Fatal Frame 1 being an actual mansion?
Yeah, I have.
It isn't based off an actual mansion.
I know, it's an urban legend. I said urban legend.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Too bad the series has gone downhill after like game number 2.
I actually bought a thing of Fatal Frame for the.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
For the Nintendo 3DS, and it was a resale because it was $12, and I'm like, this seems perfectly fine. I don't know why it was returned, and then I realized the asshole who had the game before I bought it didn't put the little journal pamphlet back in so that I could use it for the camera setting.
Ooh.
So I now have a game I can't play because I don't have the fucking little pamphlet.
I don't really have anything, Geek Freak. Basically,
can you just look at a how-to video on YouTube?
Shadow, that it doesn't matter. I need the pamphlet because the feature is you got to point the camera thing of the console at the pamphlet because it's made to be like a journal.
Oh,
I can't go further without that pamphlet. This isn't a thing of I don't know how to play the game. This is a thing of without a particular piece of the thing I can't play.
Can you
that
Google
makes
the
more sense.
pamphlet?
Never mind.
Go look on eBay or.
I love you.
Took a personality quiz. I got the debater.
Are you okay, baby?
I'll walk. You know, walk.
In a bit.
Yeah, like in 5 minutes.
You're smelly. You're smelly.
God,
I will fight your ass.
You're nasty.
You're nasty.
Gross.
You're gross.
You're nasty.
You're nasty.
Okay, who are you talking to?
He's talking to a parrot.
Sound like a significant auto.
Wait,
It's
you
my
have a parrot?
It's my girlfriend. Sorry.
Hey guys,
Walked
holy
over
shit!
here.
I'm so glad I caught
Hey,
this damn
Arcana,
stream.
what's up?
Hey, dude.
Yeah, you're kind of late, Arcana, because in like what 40 minutes the thing will be over.
Well, at least
Never late
Say
than
hi,
never.
I have
Jessica.
at least
better
have
late
40
than never.
minutes. At least have 40 minutes.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like
Hey,
I
Geek
said,
Freak, what's up?
better
I'm
late
so
than
awesome,
never.
dude. I'm so glad I freaking you're on the stream.
Thank
I
you.
love your content, dude.
Thank you very
You
much.
love my content? Thank you.
Also, I'm fucking stuck again in Earthbound. Dio's kitten or Ness is fucking dying like a little bitch. No matter how much I grind, every time I go to the boss, he dies like a fucking little bitch.
Can I tell you something funny, Dee Dee?
Alright, I'm back, losers.
I've been playing Yoshi's Island on the Switch, you know? Like
The
the
virtual
what's it called?
console?
Virtual console, yeah. The anti-cheat kicked in on the virtual console, and I can't continue. I'm so mad.
Damn.
Can you
I like that
imagine?
VTuber model,
But-
doggo VT.
But I grind and I grind and I grind and Dio, because I decided to call Ness Dio,
Thank you, Arcana.
is still dying like a fucking little bitch, and it's fucking annoying me.
You try
Your
yelling at
character
it?
dies like a little bitch, Dio.
Yeah, but listen, like I said, Arcana, I was actually talking about like my little conversation I actually had with Doug Tennapel yesterday, and basically we were talking about like how I actually disagreed with him about manga and stuff like that, but I understood where he was coming from and stuff like that. I just actually wanted to give my personal take on it, and help him understand. But we both actually took our own opinions with a grain of salt. So
I see.
Yeah, like when I come on the show, I like to listen to
Yeah,
y'all's
that makes
opinion
sense.
just because we're like radically different people, and it's neat to
Yeah.
compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Radical man.
I kind of curious.
Radical.
Kind of curious to see someone's perspective come.
Radical
Give me
speed.
who's a conservative.
Can someone do fan art of Doggo dressed as Sally Mae?
No.
Sally Mae, that's great.
well, basically, I would definitely freaking enjoy that. And
I kind of want to draw Jago in a swimsuit.
so it turns out Neo.
Oh, what you got against Sally Mae, huh?
Oh, Fire King X. Yo, Neo, I thought of a good idea for a Bleach and Dragon Ball Z crossover.
No, no.
No, let's
It
hear
was
it.
a good idea at first, but it would involve the DBZ.
Hold on,
and
he's gonna
only
grab
be
it
on my
again.
Disney, so
No,
no,
because
it's only streaming rights.
a crossover with Bleach means that DBZ gets bought by Disney. I don't want that.
Hey, guys,
don't
guys.
bring that up.
Stop. It's only
Guys.
streaming rights, just like with Netflix with JoJo. They only bought the streaming rights.
Wants to
They
hear
don't own
a
it. They
joke.
only own the streaming rights.
Oh,
Well, guys,
thank God.
Guys, wants to hear
Why
a
do
joke.
people?
Whoa!
This is why I fucking hate about people misspreading information. You gotta get it correct, otherwise people are gonna run crazy. This is one thing I dislike about the Kingdom Hearts community. They're always spreading misinformation. No
Man, I
matter
hate
which
the
side.
Kingdom Hearts
You gotta
community.
understand where people are
Sorry.
coming from. It's
I
just
love
streaming
Kingdom Hearts,
rights.
but I do not like the community at all. I don't care for
Bro,
it.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is ass.
I
No
love Kingdom
offense.
Hearts 3. I'm sorry. I love Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh,
I don't
you're
care
a
what people
Disney
say.
person.
Games.
Gross.
But Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
2 was the
one and
best
two,
one in
that's
my
right.
opinion. Nothing
I think the
beats
first one was
Kingdom
the bad
Hearts
one.
2.
Miss
I'll
A.
be right back. I just got an alert that a package came in.
Oh,
Okay
that's
then.
pretty
cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Mr. A, I converted all. All the original. Girls I did back in 2020 to like Ghost. To Yokai now. I just thought about it. It's like thanks to to you guys.
Oh, is
You're
that
welcome.
a hell of a boss? There, Duggo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sally Mae, trans woman in the show, and well, with the trans flag.
It doesn't count. They don't find the bodies. Yeah, that's what
I actually do have a bikini. I just haven't put it on.
You don't get demonetized by YouTube.
at the
I don't want to
VTuber
get
model or in real
demonetized.
life.
Sorry.
The system, man.
Okay. Besides, I'm not even monetized in the first place, and
So do it.
Doggy.
Mr. A,
Doggo.
Mr. A, even though
Here's
you
some
state that, I still think you should be careful because even though you're not monetized by any means, it doesn't mean you're immortal. Like, you could do something, and the old saying goes, fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
karma's a
I forgot
bitch.
about that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that default.
What else? What else?
Doggo TV. If you're gonna look in real life, if you're gonna look feminine, shave your beard if you have one.
I don't have a beard. That's I
Good.
feel a little offended. Cries in English.
Hold on a second. Wait, what the
Well,
hell?
you should have seen me. I shaved
Yes,
before I went to
yeah.
the convention.
Wait, I don't have a beard neither. So wait. Oh shit, I'm screwed.
I'm one of the most whitest people you'll ever see.
I know. I mean, Justin Bieber's pretty white.
I don't know. Justin Bieber got that gold skin tint, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's kind of he's got a little bit gold to him.
And Arcana are actually both people of color.
I got that red to my skin because I'm like half Spanish. Welcome.
Awesome.
Oh, Frankie, you're okay.
Like for me, if I ever get a tan, like that thing's gonna peel off. Like, woo. I mean, if you're white, you get a nice tan, but if you're
we're not
brown or
really
black, no
angry,
offense, but
we're
we
just
peel.
more concerned.
Latino.
Oh, can I speak for a second? Or can
Can't
I
knock them back for actually being the so-called whitest group.
Oh yeah.
I find it funny how I'm brown skinned yet I'm so-called yet I'm black though.
Okay, could I?
Not dark as hell.
Well, one thing I do want to point out though, like, who wants to hear? Well, actually, I know what, I'll wait till Didi comes here because I want her to hear this joke too.
Okay,
By
so-
joke, I'm not talking about like knock joke or anything. It's like
Okay,
someone else who wasn't you guys or any one of my followers commented on my video that I made, and it's funny.
Okay, Arcane, like, is there any like genres that you really like about manga? Because that was the previous subject beforehand, like, or like the genres that you're really getting into now.
My pussy's a joke to you.
Well, here's the thing. I do like what is that thing called? Seinen.
Seinen. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I do like that, but if it's done right, it cannot be done typical. It gotta be done right. It gotta be done good.
I mean, Vinland Saga.
Okay, so you know how I don't even know if Attack on Titan is a shonen or not. It acts so much more like a seinen that any shonen qualities is just taken out of it.
That would kind of depend. Like, I would say maybe like the first several arcs are like shonen, and then it later becomes seinen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Vinland Saga, it is seinen, but the first arc of the volumes, it does start off shonen quality, but then it goes 100% seinen, and once you get to the final chapter, it's like, thus ends the prologue. Hence why season 2 is going to be very much like Berserk onwards, if not better than Berserk.
Yeah.
I love Vinland Saga. That's a real good one.
So the funny thing though, with Attack on Titan, I'm already at season 4, and I'm worried that I'm probably gonna cook myself over when it comes to season 4.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah, I finished the manga, and I know Mr. Amy's not gonna like me, but I understand what the author was
Didn't
doing.
like the ending.
The problem is that it's like I felt like
My
they could've
girlfriend's
ended it
obsessed with Attack on Titan, y'all. We have like the posters and everything. I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
Okay,
Well, I think the ending could have worked. I think it could have just worked better, like, in my opinion, like, before the rumbling happened, like, you see the Colossal Titans and Eren, like, if that was the ending right there, then I'm like, okay, that's a good ending, because you could only imagine what happened next. I know it would have been like a cock tease, but it would have given them some time to, let me just take a break, let me relax, and maybe do some one-shots or some other stuff, and then come back to Attack on Titan. That would have been better, but that's my
All right. Anyway, what is about your doctor there, Doggo?
Oh, that's just the picture. Like, I just have a generic doctor. I can't wait. I'm excited. Like a professional. So yeah, I just wanted to share. That's a picture.
Oh, good. D's back. Okay, so it's joke time. It's alright. It's alright.
I had to get my can of cocoa, sugar free. I ordered off the doorstep, and then my dad talked to me about how my uncle Clay will bring me to the appointment I need to go to.
I'm gonna say something sus in a second.
Well, hold on. I was about to say my thing. So, as you know, I made a video talking about Bridget from Guilty Gear. So, this
Forgot Sally
mind you,
Mae.
yeah, I did forget Sally Mae, but I did put her in the bio though. But so this clown writes, "I'm pretty confident none of you have even played Guilty Gear."
I don't need to play Guilty Gear.
I'm sorry.
I want to play.
Diddy, can I stop you for a second? You're talking to someone who owned X2 and what was the other Guilty Gear game? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't need to listen to you people try to tell me what I have and what I haven't played.
I've watched Let's Plays. I don't need to play the game if I've seen Let's Plays, because I've more or less gotten the story. Whether just because I haven't played the game doesn't mean I don't know the fucking story.
I'm about to. I have Guilty Gear downloaded on my PC,
Yeah.
and I have it on the PlayStation 2. I'm like the biggest Guilty Gear fanboy.
I hope Guilty Gear, the new one, could run on my PC.
But all I gotta say is, to this person, I'm not gonna write it down because that would be rude. But here, I would just say, you can shut up. I play Guilty Gear. I'm playing Strife right now. Bridget is a fanboy, not a trans. I already went into detail as to why he is still a fanboy and not a trans. Cope and Thief.
No, I can even chime in as well. It's like, wait a minute, I have XR, not XR, but X2 and XX Ascendant, and I mean Ascendant Core Plus. And if I really wanted to, I can get the other ones after the other two. I have Coney.
Hey Dio, your Cella Nevermelt character looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
No, Bleeding Shadow. Say what you're gonna say.
No, what do you need to say?
Just forget it.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically, I haven't watched Zatch Bell in forever. Because basically, I used to remember back when it used to be on Toonami back on the time.
Oh,
so,
same here.
Hey, I just seen something on Twitter where Claymore, he said Lolicon Hunter. Okay, he's proud to admit that himself.
Wait. Hold
He
on a second.
said these N-worded that I just find are dudes are trans too. So he's pretty much saying like, what is it, femboys? He has a picture of a Staffo and some guy from Genshin with two cans, freaking holding two cans of juices or sodas, and then pretty much saying that they're trans when they're just dudes who want to look like girls. That's it.
Yeah. Well, fuck Claymore, and may he, get a life, maybe get a job, shave that neck beard, lose that weight to get rid of those man boobs.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I'm literally screen sharing
Stop
the
living
Claymore.
off of food stamps and buying freaking free chicken.
You're Lordy Hunter.
Whoa. One at a time.
I can say this. Hey, Claymore, you're a Lordy Hunter, right? Come after me then. If you can find me.
Found him. I'm walking.
Be safe, baby.
You see, the problem with that is a lot of people. It's kind of like Donald says. They're not unhatched eggs. They are just. There are people out there in the real world that do have a bit more.
Let me touch
There's
the
some
tit.
girls out there that have a bit more look than some girls. And some girls have a bit more masculine look to them. That's completely fine.
Oh hell yeah! I love you, baby.
It's just weird to see at first, but then you get used to it.
Be safe.
Yeah. For people who have seen Encanto, I watched videos collecting TikToks about the movie, and there were a couple of people of the Latin community saying, "Please stop saying Luisa is trans because you're basically entering dangerous territory." And they go on to explain about all the hardships and stuff that people in the queer community go through in Colombia and stuff.
Can I
Okay,
just
that
point
girl, I
out
think
that
vaguely remember.
Encanto, the movie, is all right, but the people who went to the theaters when I was working there were absolute monsters. They were fucking horrible. I hate elderly people with children. No offense. Y'all never clean after y'all selves. Fuck y'all.
I watched it on Disney Plus because I'm like, I'm not going to see fucking Encanto in theaters when you don't give me the option to go see Turning Red in theaters.
Hey, Geek Freak, I'm gonna ask you something. What do you think of a Dragon Ball Z versus Bleach crossover? Let's follow up on Fire X's question because I don't think he got answered.
I don't want to answer it because
Oh my God, Didi, you don't have to answer it. I know that you don't like
Just
Disney. None of us do. We all
leave the
hate
comment
Disney.
to yourself. Leave the comment to yourself.
Ronald
Disney,
McDonald versus Burger King.
Can I?
We've already had a Dragon Ball Z One Piece crossover, so
Say something. Not Shadow.
You know,
All right.
I've already lost
Anyways,
my train of thought.
like I was trying to say, I wouldn't actually mind the thing is when it comes to Bleach and Dragon Ball Z, is that we've gone to like the blood war arc, right? And from what we've seen with you watch, I mean, this guy is basically an omnipotent, all powerful god. I mean, I think that Goku might actually put a good fight with this guy, maybe even Beerus. So it is a possibility for both of these guys to be like on par with each other in terms of power in some sense. So if you ask me, I think yeah, I think it would be a decent crossover if you ask me.
Yeah, it would be. But
watch
here's the thing about Goku. I mean, like, sure, like Goku's powerful, but you watch his hacks to like manipulate events that can happen in the future. Like he can kill you in the future and you'll die in the present. That's some crazy hacks. But
I'd say.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think of how he will capitalize on actually hurting Goku in any significant kind of way. Since Goku can take a lot of damage, not Super Goku, but GT.
okay,
Or
let's not turn this into an argument. We don't want another Superman versus Goku thing.
no, we're not doing
sign.
that.
Hit the sign.
We're not doing that.
I think in overall, in my opinion, Goku will always have limits. So
Bring out the sign.
Everyone will always say that there's always going to be limits to
You
characters.
know what? Please bring out the sign, Mr. Anime. Gosh.
Don't tempt.
I'll answer Fire King's other question. What about DNF Duel? Who has heard of it? If we're talking about Guilty Gear, what about DNF Duel? That is a very good competitive fighting game. I will not
Actually,
lie.
DNF is something I really do want to get.
There's like kind of there's the original DNF. There's the one by Arc system, the fighting game, which looks even better than Guilty Gear somehow. And holy shit!
Not to me. I mean, like they both look quite similar. My favorite
However, once you see the fighting mechanics go off and you see these, holy shit,
I seen it. It looks
cool.
a little bit more polished. That's because it's like newer, so they polished it more. It
And
looks really
holy
good, man.
crap,
Like I want to play with that character. Oh, I hope you guys realize that DNF is actually based off a game called Dungeon Fighters Online that came out in
That's what
2005.
DNF stands for, Dungeon Fighters Online. So
Yeah.
But holy crap! There was another one called Project Barbie BBQ. It was supposed to be Dungeon Fighters Online, but with an MMORPG spin, and it honestly looked great. But then it kind of got scrapped for something a bit more different. So I was like, oh man, it's sad to see that project go. You can find the trailers on YouTube, but holy crap, I would have played that MMO with like day one. I would have played it. It looked.
You know what? I'm gonna be very honest with you, dude. I will play Dungeon Fighters with you online if you want.
Hey, what's that Cartoon Network MMO called? Do you remember that shit?
Fusion Fall.
Oh, Fusion Fall.
Oh, that shit was base.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
So Didi wanted to say something, guys.
Go ahead, Didi.
You want to know how you know kids are evil little bastards?
Oh no.
The two kids that I'll watch for my neighbor if she and her husband can't get home early enough before they get off the school bus. So I was talking to them about DBZ because they like anime and stuff. And the oldest one decided to be a little shit and bring up the Superman versus Goku thing. And I'm like, no. And he and his brother started arguing. I'm like, God damn it. This was the one positive in not being able to get online.
So who picked who?
The oldest one picked Goku, the youngest one picked Superman, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm going to go insane because of this now.
Well, I like both, so I don't care.
Honestly speaking,
The middleman.
I probably cut my hair.
Yeah,
like
but
off.
imagine an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old arguing.
Yeah, that's like unnecessary. I always thought that was like, come on.
You know what I would have said? Shaggy.
I would have said this.
Oh, don't get me
Sadly,
started with
the
fucking
Shaggy Stan
Shaggy.
meme is lost on them.
I'm sorry, but I would say this: who really kills? Like what you want.
Oh yeah, you're right, Nat. That's a
Dude,
good freaking idea.
don't get down there. Look, I love Stan Lee, but there's one thing I do disagree with him. It's not about. I understand where the writer's coming from, but at the same time, if the writing for the screenplay is kind of gives the character a cheap win, then it's like I lose all interest in the fight. I want there to be a really good choreographed fight with a really good screenplay that says, yes, they fought on equal footing and they went out like champions in the end. Not some cheap gimmick like my friends and my power bullshit.
What I like to say when people are arguing over who would win, Superman or Goku, I'm like, both of you two assume the two wouldn't eventually realize, hey, we're both trying to protect Earth, so why the fuck are we fighting?
There you go.
But then again, Goku always wants to fight stronger opponents, so that's gonna get in the way.
Oh yeah, Devil Artemis made a joke that Goku basically divorces Chi-Chi to try and get with Saitama.
Yeah, man, that was kind of funny. That's what happens when the internet doesn't understand Goku's character.
Why would you do this?
Why would you do that, Toho? That's kind of fucked up.
It's supposed to be funny, not real.
Thank
I
God
know.
it's funny, but not real. If they wanted to make that happen, like, just don't tempt fate. Just don't.
That is the 7th time that Simon is coming out.
But yeah, Silent Joker. If you, do you have like Dungeon Fighter Online, the original?
I think I can look it up. I can probably download it if I want to, but I am playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 online, so see. It's really, I'm still on A Realm's Newborn. I'm just too overpowered right now, so.
You know
because
what?
one of my buddies, he's like, "Wait, do you do the side quest?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do all the side quests." He's like, "I want to know why." I'm like, I just want money fast and get some good XP. But it's like I'm just too overpowered right now, and plus
I don't give a fuck. I just want to play with you on an online game. Like Final Fantasy 14 will be pretty, good enough.
I'm on the Alaskan
Say,
service. So
Silent Joker. Quick question though: Have you watch Food Bastard?
What the hell?
What?
Yeah.
Man, who's screaming like a girl?
My
Shadow, was that you?
girlfriend just saw a cat and freaked the fuck out.
Okay.
Okay.
Are
So
you murdering someone?
I thought
I
that was.
thought it was
She's
something
afraid
like
of cats.
How
Sorry.
would I be screaming when my mic is usually muted?
I don't know your life.
You over here like, oh my god, your girlfriend just killed everyone's ears.
Anyway, though.
It's a bad ending.
So, what's your guys' favorite woman's anime?
My favorite woman anime? What?
I said woman's. What the hell? I said woman's.
Romance. Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
woman
Romance.
anime. I was having
Dragon
so
Maid.
many questions.
Wait, is Dragon Maid considered romance? Because I really like that. It's really cute. and
romance,
wholesome.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's some slice of lives, and then there's
It's got to be Corpse Party. That's the greatest
the most
romance
part, it kind of
anime.
Would ecchi anime be considered
I
romance?
hate Corpse Party so fucking much.
I
But
do Corpse Party as well.
I would
that shit was
assume that
nasty.
like Fruits Basket would be a romance.
Yeah. I mean,
High School
Yeah.
of the Dead.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but how the fuck is ecchi considered a romance?
God
I'm
damn it,
just
Shadow.
having
Whoa.
You know what, Shadow? I'm definitely
I
punishing you in the
think
session.
it's time to say that Shadow's a fake fan. I'm sorry, Shadow, but you are a fake fan.
Shadow, I'm definitely punishing you in today's session.
Wait,
Wait,
excuse me,
what?
Also, Dio,
Yes.
as soon as this stream's over, do you want to just start the campaign or?
Yeah. I want us to just after this.
No. we've actually been at this long enough, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right then.
I'll,
we have.
I'll see you in Discord, Shadow. I mean,
hold on. Let's at least do our final goodbyes.
Yep.
Can
So-
I go first?
Yeah, sure.
So it was great. I'm glad you guys liked my video. Thanks for the compliment, Neo.
You're awesome.
My
Much.
OC.
Mhm.
And lastly, I have proof that Bridget is a femboy still today in Japan. To you Twitter Puritans and whatever, you can suck it literally because he has a penis. And
Exactly.
actually, no, you can have his penis. You can have Christian's penis. But
Oh
Shadow,
wow,
no.
dude.
I mean, Dio, no.
nope.
God damn it! I pulled that scene from The Simpsons where Marge screams, "Bart, no!" And he's like, "What I do?
What?
Sorry, force of habit." Lisa, no!
But anywho, Frozzies, let your desires burn brightly, and Shadow GD, I will see you in the
Can I go next?
Go right ahead,
Alright.
Shadow.
Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. Also, am I really a fake fan?
Nah.
No.
No.
Oh,
she was
just
joking.
actually just bashing around with you, man. You're a pretty chill guy, and we actually respect
with you. Just
Well,
get
good,
you down.
because
right?
I really don't want to like make you guys dislike me or anything.
No.
I'm not gonna dislike you for
I'm
that.
messing with you.
Shadow,
Well,
if
you
we did like you, we wouldn't allow you in the stream.
Or
Okay,
Discord.
Yeah, you're awesome.
I mean, you would
yeah.
have got worse.
I guess
you
I'm
gotta-
the punching bag.
I mean, if
well,
it makes you feel better,
Not on
Alright.
my fucking watch.
well,
I mean-
all right.
Good thing you don't own a
See you guys
watch.
Monday or in
Oh, yes, I do.
DD's space soon for the session.
If it makes you feel better, Shadow, I mean, at least you
I
don't
go
get
next,
confident
so-
like I do.
Can I go
Okay.
next so I can get
Kitty.
out in two? Okay, for the people who are trying to fucking argue this, fuck off. You're not allowed to force shit unless you're the creator. You can suck my clit if you don't like what I have to say. I'm out.
Thank you.
He's awesome.
Awesome.
You there?
Okay, I guess I'm next. Anyway, it's been real. Keep the love for the Arcana Heart franchise alive. You guys gotta fucking play that game. If you like anime or fucking fighting games like Guilty Gear, play Arcana Heart if you guys have the money to buy it on Steam.
Or
Yep.
pirate
And,
it.
so, now,
Well, I gotta say this too, that people out there losing their shit about lordies. You can't tempt fate, motherfuckers. Can't stop me from looting my lordies.
Wow, you're gonna get them
Oh,
real
man.
mad with that comment.
Get them real mad with that.
Especially Clay Claymore. He's about to make 1,000 videos on that.
It's gonna be
Oh
a thousand.
no, cup bought it. And see
okay. Whoa. Okay, now over to Geek Freak.
I just want to say thank you very much for having me, and I'll definitely be on the stream again some other time. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Joker.
Yeah, Umbreon says goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Umbreon.
That is so adorable.
Got it from a convention.
Mm.
All right, Duggo. Got anything you want to add?
Trans rights are human rights, and you can suck it otherwise.
Ooh. Ooh. Good one.
Freaking meta as
I
hell.
don't care.
Thank you all for joining me for yet another session. I appreciate
awesome.
you coming on board and dealing with my craziness as always. Just remember these 4 things: respect the license of fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy as long as it's legal, doesn't harm you or anyone else. Enemies freedom. Until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Enemy 343 saying, God is a mega big titty waifu fucking speed.
Keep rocking the dragon.